My video for May the 29th, 2019 is video number 3100. Nice round number. The title is, I attended 2 Memorial Day meetings. Yes, Memorial Day in the US is traditionally held on May 30th. However, many holidays are now celebrated on the Monday before rather than the actual date. Ironically, I was invited to 2 meetings, one at the Yoga Shakti Mission and the second at the apartment complex. I do attend both groups weekly. Did you ever go to a vegan picnic where they served hot dogs and hamburgers that contained no meat? Neither had I until yesterday. I almost never eat meat, so I was curious and accepted the invitation. Last night, I went to the weekly music night, and being Memorial Day, lots of patriotic music was played. The majority of the songs were country and western style, with many written by Southerners who, of course, lost the Civil War a century and a half ago. I was silenced when I brought that up, just as I was when I had presented the United States peace flag last year. Some people simply resist hearing other sides of the story. Remember, history is told by the winners, and truth is swept under the proverbial rug. Truth dies. This video is in memory of the death of truth. Yes, I was indeed curious to be invited to. It was not an outdoor picnic, it was an indoor picnic, and I go to the Yoga Shakti Mission every Sunday for their nice little talks and stuff like that. And I really enjoy, the people there are just so loving and so good. And I mean, I love those people. And so I was quite astonished when I was invited to a picnic and I was told they were going to serve vegan hot dogs and hamburgers. The hot dog, I mean, it's been a long time since I've eaten a hot dog, but it tasted like I remember hot dogs tasting. And the hamburger, of course, they couldn't quite get it to make patties. So it was just crumbled hamburger on a roll, on a bun. And again, it tasted good. And I went because of curiosity more than anything else. But of course, and I also enjoy the people that were there. I knew almost all of them, not quite, but almost everybody that attended the picnic. If you want to call it a picnic, that's sort of what it was, a Memorial Day picnic. But then, as I said, I went to the meeting at the apartment complex where I go every Monday night. And last year I had brought a picture of the peace flag and introduced that to the leader of the group, and was told that they didn't believe that and didn't want the picture distributed to the others in the group, which I didn't do. So I was shot down then. But this year, maybe they did last year too, but I don't remember what music they played. But so many of the songs were country and western style music. Obviously written by Southerners. And I mentioned that it's interesting that Southerners would write so many patriotic songs when they're the ones that lost the Civil War. And again, I was told, don't bring that up. But I did bring it up publicly in the meeting on that particular occasion last night. And there was, of course, no discussion. I know the lady that leads the group. She has her opinions, as I have mine, and of course, in her mind, her opinions are right, and that's the way most people are. We don't think outside the box. Most people are not like me, that are willing to explore other perceptions. Now, I know I'm going to get some people that are going to say, but you're not willing to explore the flat earth. You're right. I'm not. I believe in a hollow earth, but I'm not going to fight people over if they don't believe the earth is hollow, if they believe that it contains molten lava or something else inside and it's a globe. I'm not going to argue with them, and I'm not going to argue with flat earth people either. I think it's a ridiculous concept, but I'm not going to argue about it. It doesn't matter. We need to love one another. But the point of this video is that so often, so many of the things we've been told are simply stories written by those who win the wars. And war is a game for profit, as Smedley Butler said, and he was a general. War is a racket. And those that finance wars they don't really care who wins, because their whole objective of war is to destroy and rebuild. And the international bankers make money both ways. They sell arms so that things can get destroyed, and then they sell what is needed to rebuild that which has been destroyed. And this has been going on for a very long time. Just as truth doesn't get told, those who control the monetary system are the liars who kill truth, because it's inconvenient for human beings to know the truth. Because as some famous person once said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But first, it'll piss you off, someone else added. Indeed, it would piss us off when we come to the realization that so much of our history, his story, is riddled with fabrication. Yes, it contains some elements that are true. But when you mix those elements with so many things that are simply untrue, you come up with a story that is basically a lie. Even though it contains some truth, it's basically a lie. So the whole truth dies, and we're left with a false story or a twisted declaration of what somebody else wants us to believe. And usually the somebody else's don't want personal investigation. They don't want us to explore alternative viewpoints, because alternative viewpoints challenge the perspective that they want pushed on the rest of us so that we can be controlled. And that's what happens when you bury the truth, when you mix it with lies. You destroy truth so that we cannot be free. We cannot get pissed off. Instead, we just simply say, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to consider it. And we stay locked in to the lie. Or I should say, the lies, plural. The lies that keep us enslaved, when in fact, the truth could really bring us out of slavery. And that goes for all of humanity, regardless of color of our skin, religion, nationalities, and all of the things that have been used to divide us for eons. All of those things are majoring in the minors. We need to focus, as I keep on saying, on listening to one another, letting the other person tell their side of the story, and loving them anyway. It's not about headbutting over who's right and who's wrong. That's part of the trap. Let's get out of the trap and become free, and let Memorial Day be a time of celebrating freedom instead of those that lost their freedom through death. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.